Stream thinking. It's learning how to trust what is in your present. Now, to get there requires practice. Each day I take one sheet of paper, just 10 minutes. You write about whatever is moving through your moment of what is right now with absolutely no judgment. Stream thinking sharpens your skills as a listener, as a communicator, and as an activator. Learning how to trust what is right now. This is Stream Thinking. Today we're reading from June 25th, 2023. A little deep. And you may get lost, but that's why we have replay. But it does go into an area of thought that's going to challenge your beliefs in what is right now versus what you have been before this moment of now. Locating the visibility of what's invisible. Locating the visibility of what's invisible. God, for an example. I constantly hear people say, well, if I don't see him or her, there cannot be. Now, there's no judgment here, remember? No judgment. To see him or her is but a wish to identify. See, I live in a forest blessed with beautiful trees and all other living things. Deer, snakes, rabbits, hawks, and owls. To watch them is very spiritual to me. It's a gift that I see by way of identity. It builds strength in my ability to believe without having to see, knowing versus not knowing. The words in a book, something that tells a story. Think of it as an identity. Does it really have to be seen to make an impact on our paths? Have you ever walked on rice paper? The weight of your being will rip that stuff to shreds. You see through identity in the ways that you can reteach the way you step. In other words, do you have to see it to believe it? I think that's one of the reasons why I'm a daily writer, because I have to be able to see my emotions on that page every single morning before the world starts, and then I'm able to take those steps forward. It's helped me. If you look at your life as being that of rice paper or concrete or granite rock, and you think that, nothing's going to hit me, then it probably will hit you. And then when it does, then you're going to start watching your steps. A life changer for me was July 21st, 2009. A heart attack at the age of 47. I didn't see it coming. Neither did anybody else. I was getting ready for my 3rd degree black belt test. And all of a sudden, I stepped on rice paper. And my steps ripped that rice paper to shreds. Getting the identity is cool. It makes you feel confident and you have that security inside of you saying, I got this. But it's those moments where you step on that rice paper and you hear the shredding. Then you think, where do I go next? How do I grow next? Let me revert back to my past because I know how it played out. And that's one of the reasons why people don't like to grow forward, because they're afraid in their own way of reaching newer levels of self, or it's the people around them that don't want to see the change. That happens every day by way of weight loss programs. Oh, I liked it better when we could have ice cream. Oh, come on, man. Can't you just give yourself a forgiveness day just one time? Give into it just for a moment, and then it starts all over again. In fact, Ozzy Osbourne's wife, Sharon, she lost so much weight because of these pills that everybody is taking. But she openly admits, I've got to stop. And I know once I do, I'm going to gain the weight back. Rice paper. What kind of steps are you taking today? And will you shred that rice paper? Now, as a martial artist, we learn to walk on rice paper. But do you have the time? And do you have the decades to invest in such a step? I'm Arrow, and that's Stream Thinking.